June 18 is celebrated as Father's Day, a day when cherished fathers get to sit all day with the remote and flip through channels without a nag, but with showers of commendations, hugs and kisses. However, this is not what is likely for many men simply because they have been an absent image in their children's lives. One man whose boyhood was affected by this scenario is now fathering the fatherless. Kathy Richards has that story.
Spread throughout the length and breadth of this territory are some real men, fathers living the true meaning of the word. And then there are the others, planted a seed but failing to provide the necessary nourishment for it to grow. The spin-off of this has multiple outcomes. While in many cases the cycle is repeated, especially by boys, some take a stand to prevent other boys from feeling the spang of not having their fathers there for them. One such person is Henderson Tittle. He never had the opportunity of knowing a man to call daddy until he was 25 years old. Today, he is giving boys of this territory a chance of not feeling the pains he felt growing up.
Well, male is more than a name which stands for mentoring anointed leaders everywhere. It's also a concept and a passion, and it was born out of the need of wanted to be mentored, because I've never really met my biological father until I was actually 25, and then when I met him for the first time there was some confusion there whether or not he is my real father. So out of that, I know what I wanted as a young man growing up, and I wanted to give that to the boys because I made a promise that I will be a better father than my father himself. And I'm glad that I run into a young man by the name of Mackenzie Baltimore, Sr., who have taken me under his wings. There are times it's not easy, it's very difficult, he will tell you, because I'm kind of determined young man, stubborn sometimes, but he have the patience and the love, so he's helping along the path and along this journey.
And he helped you?
A lot. He helped me a lot. I met him about 9 years ago. I first met Mr. Baltimore, and then we begin to talk about stuff. I begin to vent to him, and he provide the nurture, the guidance that I need at that particular time, because he have children of his own, older than I am. So it was easy for him to come alongside me and say, hey, you know what, man, you have to forgive your father, which was very difficult to do.
Mr. Mackenzie Baltimore, a true father himself, is also now working closely with Tittle and others through the male organization.
I got on board because I saw the need of young men in this community, especially young men between the ages of 9 to 25. And
what were they lacking?
Most of it were manners, especially, and values, because some of them didn't have the father figure at home in their lives. So we were, Mr. Tittle and I, we were like the fathers to them, because we didn't want to see these young men go through any difficulties, so to speak, in their lives. Of course, they're going to have difficulties, but when they have the difficulties, we will be there for them. And we talk to the parent who were available, that is mom, dad, or whoever were their guardians in their lives. Actually, we meet every Saturday at 4. Our meeting place is the Altius Catliff, and we have our activities with them there.
And the work of male continues. To you men who are doing the best you know how to live up to your responsibilities as fathers, cheers. And to the others?
It takes 17 positive affirmation after one negative word into that person's life. So if you're there, make sure that you offer words that can build, lift them up.
And for fathers, I said the acronym for father, F is to be faithful. A is to be available. T is to be a teacher. H is to be a helper. E is to be an encourager. And R is to be respectable.
For JTV News, Kathy Richards.